So hi guys and welcome to my new JavaScript video. In this video I will teach you how to make a simple copy tracker with copy tracking API. So let's get started. So I have three files here, one index.html, style.css and home.js, and let's start in the HTML. So let's start with the basic structure, and let's link our CSS. So type link and CSS, and let's link our home.js. So let's type script src and home.js, and we are done with linking, and let's start actually writing our HTML code. So in here let's start with header. In header will be I don't know, COVID-19, I don't know in which country you want, but I will type in Slovakia because I'm from Slovakia. Okay, and so let's make a link in. Oh, I actually forgot, this is not in header, but this is in h1. And let's make a little button, so href, and it will be, I don't know, maybe about page or something. And let's type our structure. So this will have a class of container and the COVID dot container and dot COVID. This is the shortcut for building div elements with classes. And let's type tab. Okay, and in this element let's add h1 of to cases, and which will have a span of id cases. So let's say id equals to cases, and for now it will have 0 in the text. And let's copy it 3 times. Okay, and let's add to devs. Devs, and let's rename that, and let's add population for country. And also rewrite the ID to the population. And okay, and let's make our vaccines section. So just copy that element, and let's rewrite the class of content of not class but IDs and text. So total or vaccinations, maybe vaccinations. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's better. We actually copied 3 times, and I did add vaccinations, and let's add partially vaccinated. Okay, so partially vaccinated equals to span ID of partially. Nice. And we can delete this third line, we don't need that. So we are done in our HTML, and let's write our CSS. So I have a basic font of Poppins imported here in all styles. Let's start with rewriting default margin and padding. So padding is equals to 0, margin is equals to 0.2, and font family, it's Poppins, and let's add sans serif. Okay, so let's define our container. And in container it will contain display of flags, justify content center, because we won't have a div and the buttons, everything on center. Okay, align items center to, and let's add padding top of 13 or maybe 14%. I think it will be great. Okay, let's style a h1. So h1 is going to be simple by just padding left, and let's add 4.5 rem. Okay, let's style header. Header is going to be of display flags, display of flags. Okay, let's add justify content space between, or align items to center. Okay, let's add padding 1 rem of 1 rem. Okay, our background color is going to be not white, but it's going to be F5. So F5, F5, F5. Yeah, that color. And so border bottom, that looks great. Border bottom is going to be, I don't know, 1 pixel, solid, and just, yeah, that color. Okay, let's start the A of header. So the ref element, header A. So text decoration is going to be none. Font size is going to have 1.25 rem. I think that's good. Font weight, so let's add font weight of 600. Padding, let's add 1.5 rem. Oh, padding right, 1.5 rem. Okay, and the last is the color of black. Okay, let's look at our website right now. Okay, so that's the website. I think it looks quite good. And let's add the functionality to the website. So let's write some JavaScript. So I have this COVID tracker API. You can find it on this link, and I will add this link to the description. And so let's start with defining the elements, and then we are going to fetch the API. So let's start our JavaScript. So when it's going to fetch the API, so click at this link, and let's add the country, as you can see. Oh, and cases, and as you can see here, cases, country, friends. So that, and let's override that, and I want not friends but Slovakia, and I have all the informations about Slovakia. So let's add the API and let's fetch this with the JavaScript. So let's type fetch fetch and the API. Okay, and let's add that. Then it's going to have a few parameters. We're gonna take the response or the API to the response and take it to the response.json. So we will have it in our JSON file. And we want data of the JSON, so then data is going to be a function of which we want to console the data, and let's see what is going to here. So let's document and let's inspect the element. As you can see, the console, we have the object with all the data in Slovakia, so capital city, continent, life expectancy, population, confirmed, deaths, and that kind of stuff. But we want the data to access these total cases, total deaths, population, so let's actually do that. It's quite simple. I commented this line because GitHub Copilot write that for me, but that's quite we want. But let's actually document that get element ID not Slovakia, but we have that ID of cases. So cases, and in our HTML we want data.cases that we don't want that. We want data dot all dot confirmed, or not complete or confirmed, and dot choose to locale string, dot to locale string, and let's actually look at that. And we have a lot of cases which is identical with this object. So as we can see here, the confirmed is pretty much the same number as the total cases. And let's actually let's actually add that to the each element. So let's actually copy that. Deaths is going to be our deaths to locale string, and we want a population. No deaths and not recovered, but let's actually copy that. And we want population, and no deaths but population. And let's look at our website. As you can see here, we have total cases, total deaths, and population. And let's do our vaccinations. So the vaccinations are pretty much the sample. So we don't want to catch errors. You can add that, but not necessary. And we want to basically copy this element and fetch not cases country, but vaccines of country Slovakia. Yeah, that's the URL for that, and everything is same here, but we don't want the cases, we don't want vaccinations. So let's copy the vaccinations and let's add vaccinations. No data.all.confirmed or data.all.vaccinated. And let's look at our website. It's not going pretty well. Something is missing. Oh, no vaccinated, but people vaccinated. And we can see the vaccinations in Slovakia. Everything is from this API, so as you can see, confirmed, population and that stuff. And let's add the partially vaccinated. It is simple, let's delete that, we don't need that, and what is the add? Partially, I think I typed that, partially, and not devs, but people and partially vaccinated. And that's yes. So that's the whole project, guys. I hope you learned something new in this project. I hope you learned how API works and also how we can retrieve data from API and add it to the text. It was pretty simple. Just fetch the API, take that response to JSON to the text type, and then the data from the JSON just paste in the inner HTML and document or your element. So that's all for now, guys, and thank you for watching this video, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye.